Your beloved dog, Mugi, is missing this morning. You checked the backyard and the neighborhood, but he's not there. You are worried, but you still have to go to work. On the way, you see your Japanese neighbor, Ken. Ohayo, good morning. Ohayo, oh, good morning. 元気ないね. You seem a little down. So you tell Ken about Mugi. 犬を調べているんだ. Ken looks surprised. 新しい犬を飼うの? Are you planning to get a new dog? Wait, what? Why would he think that? Of course you're not looking for a replacement. You love Mugi. Ken should know about your Mugi. So you try again. 僕の麦を調べているんだ。朝からいないんだ。But Ken seems even more confused. 探さなくていいの? 手伝おうか? You don't need to look for him? Do you want me to help? Now you're completely lost. That's exactly what you've been saying. The problem is not your grammar, but the word you used. Japanese has three different expressions that are very similar. One can mean you're searching for something lost. One means searching for what you want. And one means to clarify what you don't understand or you don't know. They can be used similarly in some situations, but other times they are used differently. Mixing up these words will result in misunderstandings and confusion. In this video, I will compare 調べる, 探す, and 探す, three words that are often translated as look for or search, but are used differently. Let's talk about two Japanese words that sound exactly the same. 探す. They are pronounced identically, but they are written with different kanji. And here's a tricky part. Both of them mean to look for. So, if they mean the same thing, why does Japanese need two different kanji? Think about all the things you might look for in your daily life. You misplaced your phone, so you start looking for it. Your pet went missing, then you search everywhere. You look for a place to sit down. You look for a new partner. You look for your wallet that was lost. You look for new jewelry to buy. Before I explain the difference, see if you can solve this. Which of these uses the same kanji? One, 探す is used when something is missing, lost, or misplaced. The other 探す is used when you are searching for something you want but don't have yet. For missing and lost, this is a kanji that is used. For what you want, this is a kanji you should use. Now, let's look at some real-life examples. 昨日会社に忘れた傘を探しています。I'm looking for the umbrella that I left behind at the office yesterday. Which 探す can we use here? In this case, we write this 探す. That's because we are looking for a misplaced object. Let's look at another example. この近くにある美味しいレストランを探しています。I'm looking for delicious restaurants around here. How about this one? We use another one here. You are not trying to recover something that's missing. You are searching for a restaurant you want to go to. 今、仕事を探しています。I'm looking for a new job. The same idea applies here. You are looking for something you want. The last example is this. 警察は昨日の事件の犯人を探しています。The police are looking for the criminal responsible for yesterday's incident. In this case, we use the one to look for people whose whereabouts are unknown. To quickly summarize, when you are talking about misplaced or lost items, people, or animals whose whereabouts are unknown, you use one kanji. When you are talking about searching for something new or desirable, you use the other kanji. Let's do a quick quiz. Imagine you're looking for a dog sitter in your neighborhood. Yesterday, you happened to meet a lady named Miyoko. She told you that she knew a good place where there might be help. It was your first time meeting her, but unfortunately, you've lost the phone number she gave you. 昨日会ったみよこさんを探しています。I'm looking for Miyoko who I met yesterday. Which kanji do you use? Take a moment to think about it. If you'd like more time, pause the video here. The correct answer is this kanji. Why? Because you're looking for someone you've lost contact with. So this kanji is the correct one. You are not looking for someone new. How about the following? 近所で犬を預かってくれる人を探しています。I'm looking for someone in the neighborhood who can look after my dog. Take a moment to think. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like. This time, it's another kanji. Why? Because this time, you're not trying to find a specific person you've lost contact with. You want someone who can take care of your dog. Now you know the difference between these two sagasu. But wait, neither of these explains why Ken thought you wanted a new dog. That's where 調べる comes in. You may have learned that 調べる means to research. But did you know this word has several different uses? Let's look at some examples first. 入り口で警備員が入場者のバッグの中を調べています。At the entrance, security is checking visitors' bags. In this case, 調べる doesn't mean research. It means to inspect. Let's look at another example. 計算が合わないので調べます。Because the numbers don't match, I will check. When something doesn't add up, you need to find out what went wrong. Here, 調べる means to check or to verify. Here's one more example. 日本の文化を調べています。I'm looking into Japanese culture. This is probably the meaning you are most familiar with. In this case, 調べる means to research or to look into something. So what's the core idea behind 調べる? There are two main ideas. One is clarifying something that you don't know or don't understand. The other is to inspect or verify. Sounds simple, right? Now, let's see if you've really mastered all three words. Time for some more quiz. Because I don't understand the meaning of the word, I will look up in the dictionary. 単語の意味がわからないので、辞書で探します or 調べます。If 探します, then which one? Think about it a little. If you need more time, please pause the video. The answer here is 調べます. Why? Because the beginning of the sentence provides the context that you don't understand the meaning. So to find out the meaning, you need to use 調べます. How about this one? I will try to look up the words I learned today in the dictionary. 今日習った単語を辞書で探してみます or 調べてみます。If 探してみます, then which one? Think about it a little. If you need time, please pause the video. The answer is the first 探してみます. Why? Because you want to look up the words you learned today. You are not looking for anything that is missing. If the intention is to check any unclear meanings from the words, you can also use 調べてみます. Because sometimes looking up something can mean either want to find or research, or even both. We kind of use these similarly in this case. Let's look at one more question. You absolutely adore your dog Mugi. Whenever it's time to buy dog food, you don't just grab the first bag you see. You carefully search for the best option, something that's both healthy and delicious enough for Mugi to enjoy. In this situation, let's think about the following sentence. どのドッグフードが一番麦にいいか探しています or 調べています. Take a moment to think. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like. The answer is 調べています. Why? Because you are trying to find out which one is the best. That's a research. Now, if you want to say, I'm looking for the best food for Mugi, you can say, Mugi に一番いいドッグフードを探しています. I'm looking for the best dog food for Mugi. The difference is どの, meaning which. When you are trying to find out which one is the best, you are doing research. You are trying to discover the best option, something you don't know yet. Without どの, you can simply talk about wanting to find the best one. Now you know the differences about to sagasu and shiraberu. Let's go back to the missing dog Mugi from the beginning of the video. Your dog Mugi is missing since the morning, and you told your neighbor, 犬を調べているんだ. What does this mean? It sounds like I'm investigating dogs, I'm studying dogs, I'm doing research on dogs. That's why Ken never realized Mugi was missing. So you try to clarify. You explain that 犬 doesn't refer to dogs in general. You are talking about your own dog, Mugi. 僕の麦を調べているんだ. This means I'm researching my dog, Mugi. But now the sentence sounds even more stranger. Are you studying Mugi's behavior, investigating Mugi, doing research on Mugi? Your neighbor is probably even more confused. In both situations, you should use 探している instead. 僕の麦を探しているんだ. I'm looking for my Mugi. 朝からいないんだ. He's been missing since the morning. Here, the kanji 探す is the right choice because you are trying to find Mugi's whereabouts. You are not looking for something you want, and you are not doing research. Fortunately, there is a happy ending to this story. Your neighbor helped you find Mugi. Mugi was sleeping under the bench in the next-door neighbor's garden. As soon as you called out to him, he jumped towards you. As you probably know, Japanese dogs bark, wan wan, wan wan. Now, let's summarize what you learned. Sagasu has two different kanji characters, and each is used a little differently. The first one is used when you're looking for someone or something that is missing or misplaced. The second one is used when you are searching for something you want. For example, if you're looking for new shirts to buy, this is a kanji you would use. Next, we have 調べる. Although 調べる and 探す are different words, Japanese learners sometimes get confused about which one to use. In some cases, such as 単語を調べる and 単語を探す, they can be used almost interchangeably. 調べる means to find out or clarify something you don't know or you don't understand. It can also mean to verify, investigate, or check something. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss my new videos. You can also join my daily quizzes in the post section. Check out my Udemy courses for Japanese learning as well. Links are in the description below. Thank you for watching.